All right. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Bukar Kodash. Honor to those I've learned from. Of course, those men that's constantly pushing out this word on the internet, keeping the sheep fed. Double honors to their teachers, the apostles of all Israel, and shalom to those of Yasharallah seeking the truth, seeking righteousness, and hoping for edification. All right. This one's going to be a nice, quick one. The times. Well, we see what we have here. Personally, began my awakening process 7 years ago. Right during the 2017 eclipse. I was constantly searching the internet, looking, just trying to find out, trying to get a grasp on what's going on in the world. I know I wasn't getting the truth from the news. I wasn't getting the truth from the people around me. I just knew that something wasn't right. And there was a big veil over the eyes of most people because the actions weren't aligning with their doctrine. Love, we should love, but all these people show is hate. So I knew that something wasn't right with these people, and they're just with the leaders of this of the earth and of the nations. I mean, you vote them in to do one thing, and they're doing the complete opposite. It's like new boss, same ideology. So we're here now. I was awakened. I started up on my awakening process during the eclipse. I said, I'm going to search more on YouTube. I found a few people. There were so many stumbling blocks, so many stumbling blocks waiting for you. Back in 2017, I started out with, Stephen Darby. Then, because I'm a Christian, so it kind of really eased me into there that, oh, yeah, we're the Israelites. And then we had that guy, Truth Unveiled, which he turned out to be a complete, who knows what's going on with that guy. He did like a 3-hour special on, last time I seen him and I looked him up, I searched him, he did like a 3-hour special on why it might be okay to have attractions to the same sex. I was like, oh no, he's gone. He probably was never there. Then I started watching the Purple Guys. I was like, okay, they got it. Then the guys in all white, GOCC. And then I started, I'll see a few videos from Great Millstone, but they weren't like, they didn't have like the order set up like everyone else. Christianity, the order of IUIC where only the bishops and Nate spoke, or GOCC where only, the elder and the guy with the majestic voice spoke. I never went to ICPK. Didn't really get a chance to get to HOI or anything like that. But I just started watching Great Millstone, and that's what I stuck with. But now, we pushed it here. We're at to 2024. I knew we had to get to this point. A lot of people was talking about the 400-year doctrine. So like in 2019, we were like, some people was like, yeah, this is it, 2019. But, the apostles were saying, this ain't it. The 400-year doctrine ain't right. We've been here for over 500 years. Don't forget, it's the northern tribe and the southern tribe. And 2019 came and passed, and certainly we're still here. Because believe me, when he gives you a release date, you're getting out on that date. And it's 5 years past 2019, so we know that's not it. But I always knew, because, I woke up during the first eclipse. I was like, I believe we're going to have to deal with the second eclipse too, and here we're right up on it. So this one's going to be called The Times. We're going to start with 1 Thessalonians 5, 1-6. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. That's it right there. So those that have been watching, reading, studying, learning, you don't have no need that anyone else comes before you and tells you anything else. We know what it is. It's been beaten into us. We know what the MOTB is. We know who the wicked is. We know who his number one accomplice is Eve. We know who the nations are. We know how they've come here to lick our wounds like the dog. We know, those are the things I always want. I want to know who is the wicked, who is Jacob, who is Esau before I can. I want to know, because those things are important. And thanks to the One Westers, people that came out of One West, and of course, most importantly, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, that they pushed through and put it in our head. So if you can't get this and you don't know this by now, I don't know. Hey, the Most High, he has his, and he's gonna definitely make way for his. So, but those of us that's been watching, I started again. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come up upon them as travail upon a woman with a child, and they shall not escape. That's it right there. They shall not escape. He said everyone's been numbered. Some been numbered to the sword, famine, pestilence. You're not going to escape this. You sit there, I've actually started to turn on band video, watching a little bit of AJ News, and this guy, they think this thing coming is just another day in the sunshine for those red beasts. They think it's just another day, man. But this day is hit. This day is set in time. This day, by the order of the heavens, this has been set for millennia, and it's here. So, verse 6. For ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. So all we have to do is watch and be sober. We don't have to pick up any arms. We don't have to, write a letter to our congressman, tell him, we sick and tired of you sending all our money to Ukraine. We don't have to do any of that stuff. All you do is watch and be sober. Don't do anything stupid. You know what I'm saying? Well, we want to go anymore. Let's say, but it says, for they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate and faith and love, and for an helmet and the hope of salvation. The hope of the chariots. That's what the hope of salvation. That's the hope of Yahweh Shai. That is his name. That is Nomen Omen, he who saves. So the hope of salvation. It's what we hope for. Because we can't have faith in our guns. We don't have enough bullets. We don't have faith in our F-22 Raptors and our F-35s. Was it S-22 one of those things? And the F-6. We can't have faith in a tank. We don't have those things. The only thing we have is this Bible, and we have the correct breakdowns of and the correct doctrine. The new wine that was saved for that. All right, because what do we have? We have the faith that, what did he say? He said he's going to come. He's coming to get us. The big brother, like he's the big brother. We're going to go to Matthew 24. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. He told us he's coming to get us, so that's all we have faith in. We don't have time to go take training lessons, gather up gold, silver. I mean, if you have it, you have it. But we don't have time to prep in that manner. Our prep was being into repenting. Our prep was into doing the Passover to our best of our abilities, into learning this, learning our heritage again, relearning who we are, because, coming back into that adoption. Well, so let's go into the Old Testament when he said he's going to come and get us. We're going to Isaiah 11 and 12. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again. Did he ever have his hand on Moab? Did he ever have his hand on the Assyrians? Did he ever have his hand on Elam? No, his hand's always been on Israel. So he's going to set his hand again, the second time, to recover the remnant of his people. When did he do it before? In Egypt. Which shall be left from Assyria, from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. Verse 12, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations. Let's look up that word, ensign. Ensign in the Bible is a military standard, especially of a single tribe. Right? A flag or standard, especially a military or naval one, indicating nationality. You can take a look out there. You see, he's setting up that ensign. He's setting up that standard. So, where we at? Verse 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations. So all the nations are going to see who these people are. He's going to make it clear and present, undeniable. Verse 12 again, and he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah, the southern kingdom, from the four corners of the earth. So Israel is another name for the northern kingdom, and Judah is another name for the southern kingdom. They were split in two. So he's going to gather them from the four corners of the earth. He told us that. He told us in the First Testament. He told us in the New Testament. He's coming to get us. So we're in those times. The devil and the wicked are pulling out huge enchantments. They're celebrating their holy days. They're being as wicked as they possibly can. Look what your boy Biden did today. Let's see if we can find this article where he just went. You think the dude would take a day off, but not him. Who are they going to send out? The face of Jake. Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock, who's supposed to be a pastor, slammed Speaker Mike Johnson for divide Americans after fury at Biden marking Transgender Visibility Day on Easter, one of the holiest days for their religion, where they claim to be Christians and they claim to respect the Bible. These guys are naming one of their holiest days where they claim, that their Savior raised on the third day. They're going to call that day Transgender Day of Visibility. I mean, it's just the wickedness can't stop with this guy. So he's got to be he's a sick dog, sick puppy. These people got to be put out of the misery. I mean, this whole thing is as sick, as mucky, as thick, and ruckus as it possibly can get. And we're hoping on that day when all this gets cleaned up. So I'm going to end it right there. I'm going to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Mukakwadash. Honor to those I've learned from. Double honors to their teachers, the apostles and elders of all Israel. Shalom to those of Yasharallah seeking the truth, seeking righteousness, and hoping for edification. Shalom.